Well, here we are. End of summer, kids are back at school. Kids are back at school, and that slows everything down as family vacation's over and that high summer rent season is over. Okay. And I'll give you an example. I was driving to work the other day and I get to the stoplight. There's only one stoplight from where I work in my house, but I'm there at the stoplight and usually there's a million cars. There's one other car other than me, right? I felt like I was in that Boys of Summer Don Henley song, a video or something. What's he say? There's no one on the road. Nobody's on the beach. You can feel it in the air. Summer's out of reach. Yeah, man, that's what it feels like right now. I was just talking to my wife too. She operates our beach days vacation management company, and they use this dynamic pricing program to monitor the nightly stays, the daily rates, those type of things, right? Make sure you're collecting as much as you can for our owners. And the software breaks down the market into 4 categories. 1 being super busy, 4 being not so much. Yeah. Right now we're a hard 4. We're a hard 4. Kids are going back to school. People are focused on that. And here's the thing, that makes it hard. It makes it really hard if you need that high summer rent to make your investment number work. Or maybe you're selling and it's slow and now you even have fewer people in town. It's a hard time right now for post capturing rent and selling, no doubt about it. Here's the deal. It ain't over. You still have 2 good weeks to look forward to. You got Labor Day and you got fall break. Take advantage of those. Get aggressive over those 2 weeks. You got a little time to prep, to get ready, get your place looking nice. You're pooping a group, so to speak. Because you want to get aggressive, take advantage of these last 2 weeks, because you do not want to carry a property you don't want into the slow off season. Don't do it. If you're looking to sell or if you need that high rent, get aggressive, make some moves. But before we get into that, I want to talk about the market vitals, what's going on in the market right now, so you have a good understanding of what we're dealing with. Let's do it. Let's talk about them. All right, let's start with Destin condos first. Number of transactions. How many condos are selling last year, year to date, versus this year, year to date? Down 5.1%. Not as many sales. Median sales price, down 9.8%. Number of new listings, this is inventory coming on the market, down 7.9%. Median list price of new listings, down 2.8%. What's it mean? What do those numbers mean? What they tell me is this: buyers, they ain't having it, not yet. That's why the transactions are down. However, there are some sellers willing to drop their price a little bit to make a deal happen, which is why you're seeing the sales price come off. On the other hand, though, you see a ton of sellers just saying, forget it. I'm not even going to list. I'm not going to play this game right now. And that's why you're seeing inventory drop. It's kind of one of those stare downs, which is why it's slow. So let's take a look at Destin homes for sale. What's going on with that market? Well, the number of transactions down 5.0%. Median sales price down 9.2%. That's a pretty good drop year over year. Number of new listings down 1.3%. It's pretty flat. Median list price down 2.1. What's it mean? Well, from my reading of it is buyers still aren't having it, right? That's why we're seeing transactions drop. But some sellers are, just like with the condos. That's why you're seeing 9.2% drop in prices. Some sellers just get me out of this. And then most sellers, though, are either delisting, pulling their property from the market, or simply not listing, which is why you see hardly any new listings. Matter of fact, they're down 1.3%. And their list price, they're down 2.1%. So 2.1, that's off, but that's not a landslide by any stretch. That's sellers saying, I'll sell if I get my number, or I'll just take it off the market. Again, that's why it's slow. Let's look at 30A. What's going on with 30A condos specifically? Okay. Number of transactions for 30A condos year over year, year to date, down 39.4%. Not a lot of buyers looking to buy condos on 30A this year. Not yet anyway. Median sales price down 16.3%. Again, it's a hard year for condos on 30A right now. New listings, down 17%. That's the sellers running. I don't want to sell in this market. It's not for me. I'll wait for better times. List prices, they're down 1.5%. Again, that's sellers. I'll list. I'll come off a little bit on my list, but it's hard right now for condos on 30A. We're going to talk about what you can do here in just a minute. Homes on 30A, different story. It's a balanced market. I'll show you what I mean. Number of sales up 2.3%. Not a ton, but certainly not down. Median sales price down 2.6%. Again, not a ton, but that ain't a free fall. Okay? New listings down 1.8%. Pretty flat. The median list price up 2.6%. So again, the prices aren't down a ton, they're not up a ton, there's not a ton of sales. Pretty flat. That means it's a balanced market. It's good for buyers, good for sellers. Let's look at Panama City Beach now. Condos first. Again, same story as what we're seeing across Destin, South Walton County, and into Panama City Beach. Number of sales down 5.1%. Buyers aren't interested. Median sales price down 9.8%. This tells me that sellers, the ones that have to sell, want to sell, are willing to come off their price almost 10%. New listings down 7.9%. Again, these are sellers that are either pulling their property from the market or not listing if they were going to list. They're waiting for better times. It's a tough time to sell a condo right now. Median list price down 2.8%. Okay, so some sellers, if they're listing, are coming off a little bit. What does that mean? It's a tough market for condos in Panama City right now. Some buyers can get some good deals, no doubt. And if you're a seller and you need to get out, well, you're going to take a 10% haircut by selling now, which could be better than what's ahead, perhaps. So give it some thought on that. Let's look at houses. The houses are in the same boat, really. If you look at a number of sales, down 5%. Okay? Median sales price down 9.2, very similar. New listings down 1.3. This is, again, sellers and owners just deciding not to list at this time. They're going to wait and see what happens. Median list price also down 2.1%, okay? The sellers that are coming on a little lighter than they were last year. Not a ton, 2.1%, but a little bit. So, yeah, it's a slow market right now. Let's talk about what you can do, all right? If you're sitting on a property that is just not pulling the numbers you need, or if you're wanting to sell, here's some things you can do. Like I said in the intro, get aggressive on your position. Do not carry a property you don't want into the slow season, the off season. Do not do that. Get aggressive right now and make things happen. We're gonna start with rentals. Those of you that need to capture a high number, we still have Labor Day and we still have fall break. So be aggressive, go after it. Here are some moves you can make. First one, take a look at your property manager, your rental manager. Are they really going after it for you? Are they doing everything you need? Are you staying with them just because it's easy, not because they're providing a result? Take a look at it. If you're not getting the result, take a look at another manager. How about this? Number 2, upgrade your property. Easy fix, paint. Maybe you don't want to do all the property. Here's a quick tip. Paint 48 inches down. That's where all the scuffs, that's where all the dings, that's where all the stuff happens. So if you just paint that 48 to the floor, it goes quick, it's inexpensive, and it smells like it's been freshly remade, and it looks good. That's an easy fix that'll do wonders for you. 3, how about your social media? Where are you at there? Do you have videos that make it look fun, exciting? Does it give an emotional reaction when you watch your property on social media? If it doesn't, better find somebody who can help you with that. That's an easy fix. Next, get out of your own way. This DIY your own property, you're going to be your own rental manager and handyman and all that stuff. Don't do that. Don't do that. You have a job. You have a life. Hire somebody with a track record that is very good at putting heads in beds and maxing out that number. Get out of the DIY rental business. Okay, and the last one, let's do a little be honest. Maybe you got into a bad property. Maybe you bought the property at the height of the market. It was renting well because everything's renting well. And now that the market slowed down, you're just, happens to the best of us. If you're in that spot, it might be a time to cut and run, to stop digging, to live to fight another day. You might just cut. Call me. We can talk about it and see what the right move is for you. So this is cool. AirDNA, a company that analyzes short-term rental statistics and monitors what's going on in that world. They rank beach days vacations. What? Number 1 in Destin. Top 5 in the U.S. Their ranking is based on owner satisfaction, revenue performance, guest experience, and operational excellence. Oh my. We're proud of that. They work hard. They do a great job. So very cool. What? Yeah, if you're renting, give us a shout. We'd love to help you out. Let's say you need to sell. Okay, let's get into it. Be aggressive. Just like the renting, be aggressive. You got Labor Day and fall break still ahead. Get aggressive. Do not take that property into the off season. Now, if you don't have to, here's what you're going to do. Get aggressive. Be the next sale. I know you don't want to give away. I don't want you to give it away. Don't do that. But you got to price it to be the next sale. Let everybody else worry about what's going on because your floor is going to become their ceiling. And that's a way better place to be than the other way around. You feel me on this? Get aggressive. Keep your rental numbers up. All right? Just because it's starting to slow down doesn't mean you're going to back off and go easy. No, go paint. Go do some updates. Make some quick, easy upgrades. Make sure your pictures are good. Do everything you need to do to make sure your rent stays up. Because whoever buys your place is likely going to want the rent that comes with it. And the more rent you have post-closing, the better off you're going to be and the higher price you're going to get. Don't back off on your rentals. Don't wait for a better time. Who knows if next week, next month, next year is going to be better? I don't know. There's a lot of things that say it won't. So don't wait. You got Labor Day, fall break. Take advantage of those opportunities. The market rewards folks that take action. Always has, always will. Here's an easy one. Spruce up your property. If it's feeling tired, if it is tired, if it's just used up, get in there, paint it, put on some stuff, do whatever. Just spruce that thing up so when buyers come in, they go, oh, I get it. This place looks good. I'll buy it. Here's one that kills a ton of sales. The seller doesn't have their paperwork together, all right? It's hard to do. I know you're an absentee owner. You're not paying attention that much, but get your paperwork together. It'll make such a big difference. You'll get stronger offers. You'll likely close. What does that look like? Cost to own. Get your true cost to own ready. This is the HOA, utilities, beach service, all those costs for you. Know what they are. Because the buyer is going to want to know, how much is it going to cost me to buy? How much is it going to cost me to operate this thing? Do the numbers work? And how do I make the numbers work? You got to be able to give that to them, people. Get your HOA documents together. This is the budget, the minutes, the reserves, all that stuff. If you have a condo, make sure you have the milestone report and the Sears done and any special assessment documentation. That's huge. Other things, the age of the roof, the AC, the hot water heater. These are all things that can jam up a sale. Make sure you got your documentation on it. Get that done. It'll help you a ton, I promise. Here's a good one too. If you've done updates, upgrades, any of that stuff, make sure you have the receipts, because if you can show how much you spent on these updates and upgrades, we can get that money back for you. Here's the thing, guys. When you have all that kind of stuff, it makes it a lot easier for buyers to give you your price. They question less, they have more confidence, and that's a good thing for you. So get that stuff together. All right, quick summary if you're looking to sell. The FOMO, the fear of missing out, buyers ain't got that anymore. That's not an issue. They're not worried about missing out on anything. Matter of fact, it's the opposite. They're worried about buying something now that they might want to wait on. If you're trying to sell, if you're having some thoughts on it, give me a shout. Let's talk through where the market is with regard to your property. Then you can make a good informed decision. You know, it's what we do. If you're thinking about buying, let's talk to you for a minute. now might be the best time ever. All right. And that's not just the sales guys talking. Now might be the best time ever to buy a house or a condo, an investment at the beach. Here's why. Prices don't always go up, but they do tend to go up over time. And let me show you. I'll give you an example. 30 years ago, the median house sales price, 30 years ago in Destin, $125,000. Wish I buy about 50 of them back then. Today, it's $925,000. That's amazing. If you would have bought 30 years ago, you'd have $900,000 in equity. And who knows, if that was on a rental program, you got, I don't know, just on average, $1,000 a month cash flow, it's $360,000 in cash flow. Yeah, prices don't go up all the time, but they do tend to go up over time. Condos, if you would have bought 30 years ago in the Destin area, $113,900 was the median sales price. Today, it's $500,000. That is a $477,000 up. And again, maybe you got $300,000 of rental income. Where do you think it's going to be in 30 years from now? It ain't going down, people. It's going to go up over time. Take a hard look at that. Thinking about buying on 30A? 30 years ago, the median sales price for a house on 30A, $220,000. Now, 1.6 plus. That's up over 1.4 mil in 30 years. That's a good return. Condos, same thing. Back 30 years ago, 94.4 was the median sales price for a condo on 30A. Now it's $755,600. Again, massively up. So prices don't go up all the time, but they do tend to go up over time. And I can't stress it enough. 30 years from now, it's going to be more. Not going to be less. The same numbers play out in Panama City Beach too. Look at it. Houses, 30 years ago, $125K was the median sales price for a home in Panama City Beach, right? Today, $925,000. I love it. Condos, same thing. 30 years ago, median sales price for a condo in Panama City, $113,900. Now, $500K. They just go up, people. So is it a good time to buy? The right property it is. It's always a bad time to buy the wrong property. But if you can find a property that meets your goals for buying, yeah. I don't think the prices are going to go much lower, and they're certainly going to go up over time. So take a good look at that. That's what's going on in real estate right now. It's slow, end of the summer. We still got Labor Day. We still got fall break. If you got a property you want to sell, get aggressive. If you need rental numbers, get aggressive. Do some of the things we talked about. And for Pete's sake, do not carry a property you don't want into the slow off season. Not a good plan. Get aggressive. If you want to talk rent, if you want to talk selling, give me a shout. This is what we do. We're good at it. We'd love to help you out. All right? Talk again next. Here you go. Talk to you soon.